Hey everybody, Mike back with another daily discussion. Today I wanted to talk about TBS airing, I believe, is it next year sometime? They're going to be doing some live esports coverage and they'll be focusing on Counter Strike Global Offensive. Um, I think it's cool that TBS is getting into esports. I think it's going to be weird though, at least for since it's going to be to a mainstream, national television audience or international maybe. I don't know how far if they get TBS overseas or not or in other countries, but how that's going to translate to the mainstream audience. Like people like myself and other gamers, uh, we really like esports like Heroes of the Storm, Dota 2, Hearthstone, StarCraft 2, games like that. However, I don't know how well a first-person shooter is going to transition into for a mainstream audience. I think for esports, Counter Strike is great because it's a fun game, very twitchy, very skill based, things like that. But I'm a little worried that the audience, I mean, like since it's a wider audience, are going to see people on screen, shooting each other in a first-person view, and then it's just going to backfire and cause even more, people being offended over video games or people thinking that video games contribute to real world violence and all that, especially if it's going to be on national TV and you have teams of people shooting at each other. um, Gamers know that it's just a game, but I think the average viewer that's not into video games is going to see this on TBS and get offended or get upset and write TBS. They're going to write, the news is probably going to be covering this. It's going to be very interesting to see what the reaction is like once TBS starts airing these Counter Strike tournaments. Because also, I think people are going to get, most people will probably get upset over the theme of the game, i.e., counter terrorists versus terrorists, where you have one team of counter terrorists and one team of terrorists that are trying to bomb stuff. I don't know how well that's going to translate. The gamers, we know what's going on, but the average viewer is going to see this and think it's promoting terrorism and a bunch of other stuff. I hope I'm wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if we see news stories or this being featured on news sites that the TBS Counter Strike tournament causes controversy with Group A and stuff, or this group and or that group, because of the fact that these people are shooting at each other and the fact that the game features terrorism. I think the same thing is going to go for Call of Duty if they ever bring that into an esport, or if TBS ever starts to air Call of Duty tournaments. It's going to be the same thing because unless you're playing like an older Call of Duty, like the World War II ones, a lot of the more modern ones take place, in kind of like a Middle Eastern area, like not Black Ops, but uh, Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 take place in like the Middle East and Afghanistan like areas. Black Ops was in, I think, uh, Vietnam and Cuba and other areas. I'm just interested to see like what the reaction is going to be like to those games being featured as well. Like I said, the gamers, we know what's up, but I just think this might backfire and create a whole bunch of public outcry over violence in video games and how video games impact real violence and all that. I wonder what you guys think of this. I think it's cool that TBS is getting into esports. I just think Counter Strike might be a weird choice just based on the content of the game. Um, I don't have cable, but I'm gonna try to check it out if there's like stuff like this if it gets put on YouTube or anything like that. I'll definitely check it out, see what the coverage is like. I wonder what you guys think of TBS doing esports and what you think of Counter Strike being the the inaugural game that they're going to be covering. Do you think people are going to freak out over this? I think it's pretty cool, but like I said, I think some people are going to freak out over it. But let me know in the comments below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And this does it for the daily discussions for this week. So we'll see you on Monday. But like I said, just subscribe, and you'll be getting other videos each and every day about different things. I just posted a Heroes of the Storm video, so go check that out. I want to thank you for watching, and take care.